Before each grave excavation, the man would pick up a clump of soil and taste it carefully in his mouth. This was how he determined whether the ground was suitable for digging. But this time, as soon as he put the soil in his mouth, he immediately sensed something was wrong. However, the commission for this job paid exceptionally well, and Jack couldn't afford to stop based on mere suspicion. So he instructed the workers to remove the coffin. But when he thrust his shovel into the earth, he discovered something eerie. Though the coffin had clearly been removed, why were there now crisp sounds coming from beneath the soil? He hastily clawed at the dirt with his hands, and sure enough, found another coffin below the grave pit. This greatly surprised Jack. He had witnessed many joint burial scenes before, but this was the first time he had ever seen a vertically buried coffin. He quickly called for backup from his companions, but when they had dug halfway, they discovered the coffin was completely wrapped in wire. It was unclear whether this was to prevent someone from opening it from the outside, or to stop whatever was inside from breaking out. Even more bizarre was that after they had fully excavated the coffin, they found it was nearly 3 meters long. Although this coffin was extremely strange, darkness was about to fall. So Jack suggested they first drag the coffin down the mountain and place it in the temple warehouse. To prevent any accidents, they first scattered glutinous rice around the coffin, then sprinkled pig's blood over the rice, and finally created a protective seal. At this moment, the employer suddenly arrived. She was deeply puzzled as to why there would be another coffin beneath her father's. Finally, under Jack's questioning, she produced a photograph of her father with some Japanese men. A Japanese man had also been the one who chose her father's burial site. Beyond that, she knew nothing else. Before leaving, she asked Jack to help dispose of this coffin, promising to pay as agreed. However, after everyone had fallen asleep, the junior disciple dreamed of a sinister man pressing down on top of him. Realizing something was wrong, he quickly drew a protective symbol and finally managed to break free. He suspected this was the work of an evil spirit from the coffin. The junior disciple rushed to check the sealed warehouse, only to find the door lock intact with no signs of intrusion. But just as he was letting his guard down, he heard the agonized cries of animals from the pen. Through the window, he saw the pigs huddled in terror in the corner. Even more horrifying, behind them was something terrifying that had torn the caretaker to pieces. The frightened junior disciple quickly woke his sleeping senior sister. When the two opened the warehouse to investigate, they were shocked to discover the coffin lid had been shattered. Since protective seals surrounded the area, they concluded that the evil spirit inside must have broken through the roof to escape. To track down the target, Jack decided to return to the graveyard.